All right, good evening, everyone. Meeting to order, April 13th, 2022. Notice that this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded. Possible related playback. Everyone, please rise for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman Giannico.
Here.
Councilwoman Hess. Here. Councilman Lankowski.
Here.
Councilwoman Patton.
Here.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Here. President Randolph Sharp.
Here.
Mayor.
Here. All right, approval of minutes for council meeting and executive session from March 9th, 2022 and March 23rd, 2022. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, just from March 9th, 2022.
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Giannico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Yes. President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
And council meeting executive session from March 23rd, 2022. Entertain a motion, please.
I'll make the motion to approve.
And second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Giannico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Yes. President Randolph Sharp.
Abstain.
Entertain a motion to pay the bills, please.
Make a motion that the bills have been properly signed and audited and be approved for payment.
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Giannico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Yes. President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
The following reports have been filed and are available in their respective offices for review and will be included in the minutes. Tax collector's report, the sewer report, and treasurer's report. Second reading, ordinance 2022-07, ordinance amending chapter 296, street and sidewalk of the codes of the Borough of Lindenwold. At this time, I'd like to open the meeting to the public for any questions or comments regarding ordinance 2022-07. Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion that ordinance 2022-07 be adopted on second reading and published according to law.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Giannico. Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Yes. President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
First reading, ordinance 2022-08, exceed the municipal budget appropriations limit and establish a bank capital. Entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion for first reading ordinance 2022-08 be adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, posted in the Borough Hall, with the second reading being held in our next regularly scheduled meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Giannico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Yes. President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Resolution 2022-98, the governing body certifies compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission enforcement guidance and on consideration of arrest and conviction records in employment decisions under Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Entertain a motion, please.
All right, well, I'll make a motion under, for Civil Rights Act 1964, this one. Consolidated.
Compliance.
Compliance, thank you.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Giannico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Lankowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sinnet. Yes. President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Resolution 2022-99, introduction of the 2022 budget. Entertain a motion, please.
I make a resolution for item 2022-99, introducing the 2022 budget.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Giannico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Yes. Councilman Millakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons. Yes. President Randolph.
Yes.
Next, consent agenda, the articles of the law considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and are being acted upon in one motion. There will be no formal discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Resolutions 2022-100 through 107. Entertained a motion, please.
Make a motion for consent agenda items, I cannot speak tonight, 2022, 100 through 107.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Millakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Millakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons. Yes. President Randolph.
Yes.
Next up, engineering report. Sir.
Thank you, Mayor. Just an update right now for Cooper Ave, the survey and base mapping was completed, the paving reports were done. We're doing the existing conditions analysis and the preliminary design right now. And the traffic signal warrant analysis, the counts are being performed this month and we expect the report to be submitted at the end of the year.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions for the engineer? Thank you, sir. And once again, thank you for that letter. At this time, I'll
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I need to abstain from resolution 2022-406.
consent agenda.
Yes.
Okay. This time, open meeting to council. Councilman DeGarmo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Lindenwold Police Department activity report for the month of March 2022. Total calls received 2520. Traffic accidents 50. Community policing 324. Traffic enforcement and stops 230. Criminal complaints issued by officers 65. Traffic summonses issued by officers 87. Criminal complaints issued by citizens 94. Traffic summonses issued by citizens 0, and there's 69 investigations. Lindenwold Fire Department elections for the fire truck were held, and it's passed. That's it.
Thank you. Councilwoman Hess.
Sure, thank you, Mayor. Lindenwold Public Works monthly meeting, tons of trash collected, 764.53. Bulk items picked up, 321. Scrap metal picked up, 45. Concrete picked up, 2. Stumps and logs picked up, 1. Number of accidents, 0. Number of injuries, 0. Number of service calls, 96. Stoppages, 25. Main stoppages, 3. Emergency calls, 12. Markouts, 45. Pump station repairs, 11. Troubled areas jetted, 12. Pump stations vectored, none. For Laurel Springs, we had 5 service calls, 5 stoppages, and 2 emergency calls. Also, I wanted to remind everybody that we all know May 4th starts no plastic bags, no styrofoam when you go out to eat, nothing, plastic straws, everything. You gotta remember to take your own bags. Stores over 2,500 square feet, I believe it is. They cannot give you anything. They can't sell you plastic bags, nothing. You can bring your own or buy their carryout bags. May 4th, actually after November 4th, plastic straws may only be provided upon request of the customer, which I think a lot of stores do that right now.
Yeah.
But that's really, November 4th is the actual date for that. But that's all, just remember, take your bags with you when you go shopping.
What day is it? May 4th is
May
for the
4th
plastic bags
starts,
in New Jersey.
That's all I have, thank you.
Council President.
I'm going to be a bit long-winded today. Got a few things going on. So the first thing I'm going to read is a report from the Code Enforcement Office. This is for March 2022. It's 67 CO inspections, 41 smoke inspections, 301 violations found, 184 violations written, 146 abatements, 35 tickets written, 11 tickets went to court, Zoom court due to the virus, 6 tickets, Zoom court, plus 1 Voorhees court conflict, 6 pleas by mail. These are things that are settled outside of the court system. 242 yearly rental registrations, 188 yearly rental registrations, 7 vehicles tagged and removed by others. I think the total for the rental registrations are 242. 7 vehicles tagged and removed by others, plus 3 were towed. 0 illegal clothing bins were tagged, 0 tractor trailers. 4 sites were found working, being done without permits. 0 businesses found that didn't apply for mercantile. 0 businesses opening, no approval. 2 dumpsters on streets, no approvals. 60 street opening inspections, sidewalk curbs and aprons. 48 resident communications. So as you can see, it's been a busy month in the Code Enforcement Office as usual. And while we're talking about that, I'm also going to discuss the new SDL system that we're looking at for the Code Enforcement Office. It will digitize the office completely and essentially will turn the office into a 24-hour operation, in that contractors will be able to apply for licenses. You'll be able to make your appointments online. So even when the staff isn't here on the weekends and at night, parts of the operation of the office will still be functioning. And I myself am very excited about this. We've been trying to get this done for almost 10 years now, and it looks like it's going to happen. The training is going to be intense. There will be a lot of information having migrated over to the system, the UCC codes and things like that. But once it's up and operational, I think it'll really be an awesome tool for the office. The code enforcement guys will go out with handheld iPads that will allow them to write the ticket immediately while they're out in the field and not have to come back to the office, write it up, and send it out in email. So we're really moving into the 21st century with the code office. So I'm excited about that. Also an update on our Business Connection networking event that we're hosting on May the 14th. There will be over 300 businesses invited to this event. This year's event will be called Let's Grow Together. It's the first time that we're ever hosting this. Again, I'm really excited about this as well, connecting with our business owners, providing a network venue for them to do business with one another, and hopefully we will grow together. We're also looking, hopefully, to get a job fair out of this as well, and it is in cooperation with our Lindenwold school system. Now, moving right along. And as I said, these months, there is an awareness for 1,000 things. Okay, so I picked the 3 that speak to my heart to talk about. So these are 3 that I'm going to talk about this month. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. It's when in 1983, it's called CAP, Child Abuse Prevention Month, and it recognizes the safety of children and just speaks to the abuse and neglect that happens to children, and also sexual abuse that happens to children. The reporting line in New Jersey is 1877 NJ abuse, and this is where cases can be reported of neglect upon children. Here in our own Camden County, we have an area that comes out of the prosecutor's department, part of the SUV unit, and it's called Special Victims Unit, just like a TV show, if you ever watched that. And this is an area that specifically deals with children that have been victimized either from neglect or sexual abuse. And these people have been trained to work with children through dolls, drawings, and things like that to bring out what happened to them, and also to help them on the road to healing. So I just want to recognize the importance of this sexual abuse. I feel like the Borough Hall tries to do what we can to ensure that the people that are involved with our community, our sports people, our volunteers, us as elected officials, we also have to take a sexual abuse course, that we are dedicated to the safety of our children in Lindenwold. April is also Autism Awareness Month. Autism Awareness Month in April aims to celebrate and promote the acceptance for a condition that occurs in 1 out of every 54 children as of 2020 in the United States. Autism is a complex developmental condition affecting a patient's ability to interact sometimes in communication and progress. And there are many different subtypes which they call the spectrum, right? So one thing that I like about something that I read is that autism, it's not a disability, it's a different kind of ability. So I hope that everyone can kind of look at it that way. I happen to work with someone that is on the spectrum, and he's an awesome guy, great worker and everything else. So the diagnosis is not always one that cannot be overcome through training and education and therapy. So I just want to recognize Autism Awareness Month. And lastly, it is also Poetry, National Poetry Month. And this was, it's going to be like real literal. This was established in 1996, and I'm a person who likes poetry and stuff like that. So I'm just going to share with you something that I hope that you'll be enlightened by. It's one of my favorite poems. It's by Kipling. It was written in 1909, and it's called If. Okay? So if you can keep your head when all around you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, and if you can trust yourself even when all men doubt you, make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not your dreams be your master. If you can think and not make your thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you're spoken, twisted by knives to make you a trap for fools, or watch things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and near and soul to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on to these, so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, not lose your common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. And that's one of my favorite poems, and I think it's just timeless, and it just speaks to a lot of things. So thank you, Mr. Mayor, for allowing me to read my poem.
Councilman Legaspi.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. The school board went back to their regular meetings. It was real exciting because the children actually got to be honored in public in front of everybody, so they were real excited. Also at that meeting, the school board got consideration to adopt the job description of the desktop specialist, director of technology, and network system administrator, and educational data coordinator, which is really good because they didn't raise your tax level this year, and they're adding all these new programs. So it's real good for that. All right, that's all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman Patton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Public Events Committee first event is this Saturday. The Spring Fling is at Lindenwold Park starting at 11. Please see the borough website for more information. I would like to take this time to thank in advance all who are and have helped us plan this event so far. Thank you, Mayor, Council, and the departments for your help, your guidance, and advice, especially the library and administration. You've been absolutely supportive, and I appreciate your praise and understanding. Thank you to the police, fire, public works, parks, recreation, school district, and just about everyone for being so gracious towards us. Thank you to the Public Events Committee for persisting that we do this and forging ahead and working so hard to make this happen for Lindenwold. I do trust the community will have an enjoyable time this week. The library has the NJ Public tablets finally up. They're now in, so now our neighbors can have consultations with their doctors right in our own neighborhoods. They are men with limited access to technology and transportation, and the library has a way to make a difference in public health. So please share this information with your neighbors and friends. Thank you.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. for senior citizens and caregivers for senior citizens, the Alzheimer's Association in collaboration with Camden County Senior Services will be holding an Alzheimer's Community Forum. It's for Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss. It'll be May 18th from 9 a.m. to noon. It'll be held at the Salvation Army Kroc Center, which is located in Camden. There's going to be light refreshments, networking, and activities such as stress busting. So that's going to help the caregiver with how to deal with their stress, how to practice stress management techniques, and develop problem-solving skills. If you want to register, you can call 1-800-272-3900, or you can go online. And I do have flyers if anybody would like a flyer. That'll give you all the information on there. COVID update. As we all heard, Philadelphia is now back to a mask mandate. The reason they did that because in 10 days their cases were on the close 50%. So as of April 18th, all indoor places are going to have you wear a mask. So the big question is New Jersey next? According to Governor Murphy, he insists that New Jersey will need to learn to live with COVID. He's not planning on doing a mask mandate as of right now. As for New Jersey, in the last 7 days, the average confirmed cases has increased by 35%, which is 1,518 new cases. That was from a week ago, and from a month ago, we've increased about 77%. I checked CDC's website today for Camden County, and we are listed as well. Remember, the CDC has it when you're doing your website, or put in your county, it'll tell you where you're at with COVID. Also, to follow up with Linda's part about the plastic bags, about the law that's coming into place. The Clean Communities Council Director has stated the statewide ban will arrive on the 4th, and it's urging New Jersey shoppers to get the routine to bring your own bags with you. As Lou said, supermarkets, you won't have plastic bags, paper bags. They will sell recycled bags if you want those. But uncooked meat, vegetables, fruit, flowers, green currants, just to name a few, they will also have those little clear bags at the stores. No styrofoam at restaurants for takeout, so they're going to also have a single-use bag. Retail stores of any size, customers will have a single-use bag from the store, but they still encourage everyone to just get the routine of having a bag with you. On NJ.com today, I found an article, and it's about 23 answers about urgent questions regarding the mandate with the bag, so if anybody wants to have that. Lastly, on April 30th, Camden County will have their Sustainable Festival and Plant Sale. It's from 10 to 3 in Lakeland Complex, right on the main road, on Lakeland Road. I have attended this before in the past, and their prices are incredible. There are bushes, I bought bushes there, they're still lasting from years ago. So if anybody would like to go, I also have flyers for that. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to bring everybody up to speed for the new people that are here. Next, when we open up to the public, we will not get a response from council. You will get a response from council when we go back to open to council again. So if you have anything that you want to bring up, please just come to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. And
Diane Terry, 637 Fifth Avenue. Resolution 2022-101, the Justice Assistance Grant, what is that for? Okay, and then the other thing, Mayor, the golf cart that was bought last year, why is Public Works driving that all through the town picking up stuff in there? I thought that was for recreation, and I thought for golf carts, if the street is more than 25 miles an hour, you can't bring that on there, so wouldn't that be illegal to be driving that everywhere? That's it.
anyone else in the public?
Yep. I think everyone knows me, that's right there on the panel. But I was hoping that I didn't have to come here, but I'll have a choice. And I'm sick. I don't got no ice. Oh, I do whatever I have to do. I don't care about it.
speak into the microphone
Yes,
because you're a master.
Yes, sir. No problem. Okay, my name is Jenny Fuller. Got that with me because I fell on the ice and I have a condition. I'm from the pines, I'm quite sure. Y'all seen me before, y'all know who I am. But I was hoping I didn't have to come to this again, but I'm here. And the reason I'm here, I want to know what's going on in the town. I have called, I have sent letters, I have been over and complained, and nothing has been done about it. Okay, I slipped and I fell on ice, February the 8th, 2021, because the road was not clean. Because the middle of the road around the dumpster and around where you live was not clean. We had continuous snow. I had about 4 bags of trash that I had to take out. And I thought it was clean around the dumpster because I saw nothing but snow. But it was ice up underneath that snow. So I took the bag of trash, I set them on the ground, and I would lift up on the floor and see the dumpster. And that's when I hit the ground. So I went to support myself in one of the band down went right down again. So the lady across the street saw me, so she said, "Miss," she said, "wait," she said, "I was up." But I managed to get up without her help. So when she came over, she took the rest of the trash and threw it in the dumpster. So she said, "Can you make it home?" I said, "I'll try." Well, okay. That's one incident. Well, I have technical incident too. But
You gotta talk into the mic. We can't hear
Excuse me, what's it say?
you. Talking to the mic, we can't hear you with the air on.
Okay, like I said, I've called several times, and I talked to a Corey, and I talked to Mr. Hahn, okay? And then I talked to another guy named Mark. And I talked to the lady, Stacy, whatever her name is over there, I talked to her. Now, I'm sick, I can barely walk around, I do not have to go through this. I've been out of time ever since 1975. Why don't we have a groundskeeper? Why don't we have a landscaper? Why is all that mess out there in front of people's doors and on people's lawns? Why is the dogs poop all over the place? Why people got 5 or 6 dogs in a one-bedroom apartment? Okay? Why is it glass all around the dumpster? You can't even walk the dog because the dog is walking in glass. I'm walking in glass. Raised sidewalks, okay? And I brought this to Mr. Hahn, and Mayor wrote attention about 2-3 years ago, and it's still like it was 2-3 years ago. Okay? Now, I live in the 6600 building. I moved in the Pines in October the 15th, 1975. And I've been out there ever since. And this is the worst I've ever seen. Why? We don't have a groundskeeper, we don't have a landscaper. You don't believe what I'm saying? Anybody that feels like it can go out there and look. What I'm saying. Why is this happening? Maybe because y'all don't live out here? Is this why it's happening? But we pay our rent, we pay our taxes. And I'm not going to live like this anymore. I'm going to do whatever I have to do. People are complaining, but they're afraid to say anything because they will be retaliated. Just like our wife. Okay? My rent was raised $63 over everybody else's rent because I complained. Okay? And I can say that's right. I told Mayor Roach about it, and I told Mr. Hahn about it. Okay, I was without heat for 5 months. That's why I got this jacket on. That's why I got these winter pants on. That's why I got this cap on. I called Corey several times. He had to call him to get me some heat. Okay, they said, W.C. Davis out to fix the heat, and he never did fix it. Because he told him he needed a part, and they never got the part. So I was out here from September to the end of January, beginning of
when Jose and Janice Amber came and gave me some heat, fixed my heater. Okay, I was got heat, and I told them, my electric bill was like $500 something. Okay, whereas my electric bill is only $7 to $8. And I said something to the council about it, they told me they was not going to prorate my rent. So I had to pay it myself. Okay, and the 6600 building, we don't have no lights. 3:30, it's dark. It's dark here. And it's been like that for months and months. They know about it, but nobody won't do anything about it. I have presented this to code enforcement. Why haven't they done anything? I've been to Mr. Hahn, I've been to Mark, I've been to Corey, I sent letters, I came and asked personally myself, and I sent letters. I'm tired. Now, y'all on board, y'all supposed to be code enforcement, taking care of this. Why hasn't it been done? And I'm really upset about it. Why hasn't it been done? What is wrong with the pond? Why the pond is like this? Why? Somebody's not doing their job. And whatever I say, I can repeat it. Because I got proof of whatever I say. I have evidence. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say it's not true. Because it is true. And something needs to be done about it. And who likes it is okay, who don't like it is okay. I'm not biting my tongue anymore. I've been out there since 1975. This is the worst I've ever seen. We don't have no landscaping. We don't have no groundskeeper. We have nothing. We in one apartment, they got 6 dogs in one apartment. What bedroom apartment? The dog came over and attacked me, but I let it go. Because she apologized. But she still had a little dog. And they're big dogs. We thought they were pit bulls. She said they're not pit bulls. Well, what are they? I'm quite sure Mr. Hines I got copies of everything that I'm saying. Now, something has to be done like this. It has to be done. Y'all don't know what y'all supposed to do something about it. What is code enforcement doing? What are they doing? Nothing. Well, are they getting paid not to do anything about it? I can't say, I don't know. I can only surmise, I don't know because it's not getting done.
I'm sorry, but I can't answer you until we go back into open to public. So, if there's anything else you'd like to say?
I'm not, what you said, whatever you want to say. I don't have to lie. You can go out there and look.
That's not what I'm saying. I can't talk to you until we come back to another part of the session. I have to get everybody first. So, if you're, 5 minutes is up.
All right, it's okay with me, but somebody need to come out there
I will
and...
answer your question as soon as we get to open council.
Okay, whatever. Somebody need to come out there and check to see what's going on with the park.
Anyone else in public wishing to speak? Joe?
My name is Joe Amadeo, 25 Georgetown Road, Lindenwold, New Jersey. I wanted to talk about, I got a message from Georgetown Condominiums. It's called Camco, the management. And they sent out a notice saying we're supposed to put a number 3 to 6 inches on our back for EMTs, police, and fire department to see it at night or whatever, to identify your home in the back. So, which is a great idea, and it was a law passed by the town council years ago. But what they said was they got something for 3 to 6 inches. The law says 4 inches on here. And I called up yesterday to the code and told them about it. And I didn't speak to anybody, I just left a message. And I said, please give me a call back, let me know what the law is. So I had come in at 3:45 before they left and asked them, I got a hold of Wayne, and I said, well, what did you send to these people? Because it said they recently got a violation from the town. So I said, what did you send them? And he said, well, here's the law. Now, just bring this up to the town council tonight. And I said, well, just let me know, can you send them the law? I mean, why don't you send them the law? So then he just said, bring it up to the town council tonight. So today I called up and I asked at 9 o'clock in the morning, I says, give me a call. No one called me back again. 2 days in a row, no call back. I left a message and I said, I do want a call back. And then no call back. So I'm not happy with that at all. Not getting a call back with all the people they have in the office. Yeah, so, and, I mean, I have samples of the numbers that we're supposed to have. You know, I just want to lay them out on the table for you. With 6 inches, 5 inches, 4 inches, all that, what they look like compared to a 3-inch. And a lot of people are getting the 3-inch now, because they're only 88 cents. But the law says 4 inches. I think that's pretty much what I want to let you know. I'm really unhappy with the code, you know, and not being told. I don't know what the people were given. I mean, I had to come to them and say, what is the law? You know, because these people didn't say the law. They just said they got a violation. They didn't say what the violation was or what the law was. And I went to the election board and asked them about the new machine we talked about the last time. They said that they pay for everything. The paper, the ink, everything is supplied and paid for by Camden County. Yeah, the only time that it's not paid for is when it's the fire department, when you have election with the fire department. And we have to pay for that. All right, I guess that's it. That's good. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public, and entertain a motion to open up to council.
So moved. And,
Let me just start with, in a second.
What they do, they tell them.
Okay.
I didn't tell them what I did tell them.
Golf cart, first off, street legal. We law limits totally street legal. It's not just for events and stuff like that, it's for everything. We're using it for spraying the fields and everything else. So we wanted something that was legal.
So why are they using it to do trash stuff with it? That's like, I don't understand. Why don't they use the regular vehicles?
It's because when they have to go with it, it's a lot easier just to use that. They happen to be out there, the guys who are actually driving the golf cart, who actually are taking courses now, they have to take a course for this golf cart as well to get a certification for it. Just when you're out doing maintenance and lawn care services, they're usually picking up trash as well.
Mr. Chair, with regards to the JAG grant, that is a shared grant through the county, and Lindenwold's piece is for laptops for the police department. So it consists of 7 other municipalities.
Okay, moving on to the line.
well, the mayor's going to address one part of the Pines, but I do want to address one part on the Pine. The Pine is a private business, so we can't force them to hire people there to do some of the things that you're complaining about. However, I am off on Friday. I plan on driving the Pines on Friday. I'm going to look at your area specifically, the 6600 building that you discussed. I just sent Wayne an email while we were at the meeting and told him that I needed to discuss the Pines with him tomorrow morning. So when the office opens up, I will be discussing that with Wayne. Ma'am, I didn't have code enforcement before. I just got it this year. So I don't have anything to do with that. I do have it now, and I will be out there on Friday.
Be behind my building is a mess.
Well, I'll be out there on Friday, so I hope to see you when I come out there,
You
okay?
have an idea what time you're coming out?
I'll talk to you after the meeting, okay? We'll figure it out.
There's also on the sidewalk situation here, all those sidewalks were fixed. All of them. There's no great sidewalks anymore, any of that. Everything that we've been talking about when you were out there with me, all those things were all taken care of. If you have an issue You have my number
That
here.
road that has
You
not
have-
been taken care of.
Yes, you have my number here. I will come
I
out,
have
with you,
your
I will
number.
talk with you, and I will take you right into the office and get things straightened out. We've done it before.
Now, don't go out there right now and just
I
see it.
can't.
Raised sidewalk, cracked sidewalk, a lady just fell the other day. Okay, if I don't be careful, I'm gonna fall.
Well, you can show me on Friday when I come out, okay? And we'll look at it. Joe, you got a pen? Or your phone? My cell phone number is 856.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Just write it down, Joe. 856-229-2204. I'm a liaison for the code enforcement office. If you're calling here and you're not getting an answer from somebody, please give me a call and I'll figure out what's going on. They are in the process of trying to hire another person. They are shorthanded in the office. They're out doing inspections. We got a lot of spring rental registrations coming up, so sometimes they're not in the office. But if you can't get an answer and you call them and left a message and they don't get back to you, please give me a call, okay? And if you're not, and if I'm not available, you can always call Ms. Thompson. She's our business administrator. She will get an answer for you, okay?
May I say something?
Sure.
What he wanted me to do was his job.
Well, I'm going to get to the root of that too. I've also left him an email about that, so let me discuss that with him, okay?
Yeah, if he wanted me to contact the management and tell them the law.
We'll get to the root of that tomorrow. So I'll have a discussion with him tomorrow. Your number's down here on the paper?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get it before I leave, okay? All right, thank you.
That answer everybody's questions? Believe it. Oh, the election day?
Well, they told you they pay for everything. I believe that that's passed on to the town, some of the costs for it, but we'll find out about that, okay? So we'll let you know. I'll call you.
Maybe like Camden County, you can have.
Right, and yeah, and if it's paid by Camden County, you're still paying for it through the tax.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Right.
they're the ones that made the decision to get the machine.
Well, I think it's a statewide thing and they're trying them out, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
we had nothing to do with it.
right, but they're still in the trial basis, so, you know.
Not one of them, it's it.
Anyone else have anything else for the order? Seeing none, close the meeting. And anything else for adjournment?
Some of